Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Final Fantasy VIII. For this episode, we are gonna use the magical lamp that Sid gave us in the last episode. Here we are. You should save your game before using it, and indeed you should, because it is, what it does is that when you use it, it summons the GF Diablos, and at this stage he can be pretty difficult to beat, but beating him now has greater benefits. You want to beat him now because he offers some useful abilities. So let's do that now. Here we go. By God, that looks awesome. He looks cool. Who dares disturb my sleep? Shit now. As you can see, he does quite a bit of damage. If you're able to draw the spell here, as difficult as it is, there's the demise spell. It's definitely worth it because the demise spell itself is a gravity-based spell that does I think it drains about a quarter of your current HP. But if you cast it on Diablos, see there, the draw failed there, so it's pretty difficult to obtain. But if you cast it on him, it definitely does pay off. As we're demonstrating now, it should do a considerable amount of damage. I'll scan him as well, just to get a clear idea. So that's 2,000 damage there. But if you cast it on him, he'll literally cast Curaga on one member of your party. I think it's going to be the one who casts the spell. So, which is really strange. I guess it just goes to show he really likes gravity spells. So let's take a look at him, shall we? Okay, what we got? Diablos, a mysterious GF living in another dimension, uses a powerful gravity attack called Gravijar. He's weak against wind as well. He's currently got 6,000 HP left. So he's got quite a lot of HP at this stage. It's an appropriate name for him as well, Diablos, because I think it's an alternative spelling because I think it's supposed to be Diabolus. You know, it has an O, another O in his name, but I'll use a cure on. We're gonna have to keep these guys on their feet because I'll see if he can try and cast and draw some of these as well. It's a fitting name because Diablos literally means, it's supposed to mean devil in Greek, and which is very fitting, giving his satanic appearance. And so yeah, that does look pretty cool. We managed to successfully draw only one. Yeah, it's a bit difficult. Oh shit! Oh, this is where it gets dangerous. This Gravitar does a ton of damage. It's essentially seems to be an improved version of Demai. Hang on, use that. The Rensuku Ken. And literally all you do is just press the R1. Oh shit! That's not good. Use a Phoenix down. I was just about to use Zell's limit right there. But yeah, it does get a little bit dangerous when you're at such low health. Let's try it again. As you see from the bottom, all you literally do is just press the R1 button when the trigger comes up. And it does damage, extra damage, and you'll occasionally get the special move here. Just to finish it off. So it's not a bad limit break for Squall, but Zell's is definitely the one you want to use. Keep pressing. If you keep pressing the circle button there, just to redo the reselect the turn again, that'll take advantage of getting your limit breaks when you're at low health like that. Now we'll use Zells. What you got to do is you've got a time limit there, and all you got to do is just press the one of the button sequences on the screen quickly. So if you press them as quickly as you can, you get more damage in. Which is what we're doing now. This is why Zells is probably the best limit break in the game. If you're fast enough and you know the button sequences so well, you can get in a ton of damage here. Sometimes you can probably beat the enemies as faster than you can get to them. Now some moves he learns, flashing names. Those are finishes, which I'm going to do now, which is going to come up next. Burning Rave, which was a flashing move. That's a finishing move. It will automatically end the time sequence when you input one of these, but these usually do a bit more damage than the rest of his moves. See that? That did quite a bit of damage with that last attack. We'll use Rensuku Ken as well. And we've got another Rough Divide as well. That's always a plus. See, as long as you have Selfie's full cure ready to go, you should be fine with enemy. Too much sleep, too weak. And we managed to beat Diablos there. It almost had me worried there for a minute. I was actually required to use the Phoenix now. Revives GF from knockout. So that's handy. And he even gave us his card lock. That's very nice of him. 20 AP points. Quetzalcoatl learned some magic plus 10%. And Siren learned life magic refinement. So I better check on those. So now we've got a new GF with us. And he's definitely one you will want now, because he does learn some really useful abilities. So we're just going to sort him out, see what he's got. And check the other GS, see what they're learning. Quetzalcoatl? No. I think I'll get him to learn the card ability next, because he'll learn the card refinement ability afterwards. So we'll definitely one we'll need to learn later. Shiva's still learning that. Ifrit's learning that for some reason. I forgot to change that. No. Well, he's halfway there, so you may as well let him finish now, and I'll get to strength plus 14 next. What should she learn next? Tool refinement, status recovery medicine. Yeah, have her learn that as well. You'll notice Diablos doesn't have the boost ability with his lot as well, because he doesn't need it. His abilities are is based upon the opponent. I think it's his level determines the damage he does. I'm not exactly sure how, but it works in that way. He has the no encounters ability, which you'll learn after encounter half, and that's a very useful ability when doing other things. But for now, I'm just trying to think, what would be the best thing to do with him? He's also got like the ability times 3 that lets you set up to 3 abilities. No other GF's got it at this point. And he's also one of the few that can actually junction magic to your accuracy. So he's definitely worth taking, and he's the only one who actually has the mug ability. So that's really, really handy. So I think, yeah, for now we're going to have him learn the mug. There's a lot of it. You'll notice we got one missing here. There's a GF that goes here, which is surprising. You know, Diablos, we've got access to him now, and there's one missing, which we won't get till near the end of disc 1. So I'm just wondering why would we get that now. So we're going to junction him Squall for now. Yeah, we'll junction into them. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yep, that's fine. We should be able to go. We can actually get going on our mission, which is we are support a small faction. Oh, we got paid again. Always, and you get paid very regularly from this point on, depending on your seed level. We go to support a small faction in Timber. A couple of things I want to do here before we go. Not too much. Yeah, we can do that now. Oi! Hey! Get out of my way! People in this town are so rude. Here's me wanting to barge into some stranger's house, and she's in the way. We should be able to get the, Have you improved? Yes, we can. Zell's mother here should have the Zell card, for obvious reasons. We'd be able to win that now. Let's just hope this doesn't take so long. And there's the Diablos card. It looks a pretty good card as well. We've got an A on there. Right, yes. No, of course not. She's not using it straight away. So I just hope I don't have to do about 3 or 4 dozen games in order for her to bloody play it. And as far as I know, you actually do require Zell to be in the party for her to play. Or at least play the card, I think. Yeah, put that there. Oh, shit. That was lucky. Okay, alright. A draw's better than a loss. Last thing I want to do is lose all after using my best cards. Can we play another game, please? You know, you've got a card I want. Come on. Right, let's try this again. She's still not using it. Okay, well, this is obviously going to prove difficult. Right, so like most of the opponents around here at this stage, she's not difficult to beat. You just need to be not as clumsy as I was with that last move. Which one should we do? Should we take it? I could take a Ruby Dragon, but I know it takes multiple of those to refine, and I don't want to be cluttered up with them. We'll take a Grendel. You don't want to be cluttered up with the low-level cards, especially ones that require multiple ones to be refined. Especially when you're going for the later ones, because that bloody random roll in the later regions, which can seriously work against you, when you're cluttered up with low-level cards that you just can't refine. When you use the random roll, you want to be assured that you can use your best cards. Okay, she's not playing it. So this could take a while. Well, looks like we'll have to jump cut it a bit, so I'll be back in a minute. I should have this now. At least in theory I should. No. Yeah, put it there. Ah! There we go. About fucking time I got this. I must have played about 20 games. Yeah, now that that's taken care of, I don't have to worry about that. Let's go. I don't believe there's anything else I want to do around here. No. What's the weapon shop? Not that I can modify anything at the moment. So that's that. Round Thunder. No, we don't need anything. Okay. There we go. Oh boy. Oh fuck no. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to explain this, right? This person here This is the person known as the Queen of Cards. And she basically is a key character for one of the most, probably the most frustrating side quest in the game. That's at least from my experience. I find this to be the most frustrating. What you got to do with this character is there are 5 cards in the entire game that you can only win through this card quest. And in order to do that, what you got to do is you got to lose certain cards to her in order for her to create the new ones. Her father, who is an artist, will create new cards based on the ones you lose. And in order to complete the card collection, you're going to have to do this. And you really want to do this now, because the only other way to get the cards, if you don't do this quest, is you'll have to beat her to get them. You win the cards from her on disc 4 in a hidden location, and that is much, much more harder. You'll have a much greater difficult time with that, because she'll use any and all the rules against you. It's just going to be infuriating to do it. So you'll want to do this now over time. It's a lot less painful. So what we're going to do is we're going to... Yeah, I'm just going to quickly save this first, just to make sure we get this right. Because there's the trick to making this easier, there's a trick to making this a slightly easier experience, is that when you lose a card to her, or win one back, yeah, she'll change to another region. And the region you want to send her to is the Dollet region. That's where her artist's father lives, and that's where you can ask her about her father, and that she'll tell you about the new cards. And that's also where you can win back the cards you've lost. So there's no fear of losing them permanently. You can get them all back there. But you want to keep her moving between Balam and Dollet. That's the best. That will make things much easier on your part. The trouble is with this, she's more likely to go towards Delling City than she is to Dollet. So if she does end up going to the wrong place, you'll just have to simply reset the game until she goes to the place that you want her to go to. So let's do this now. She's also able to manipulate the rules to her liking, which is bloody frustrating as hell. So I think on this one, it says direct there, the trade rule, which basically means the players win cards based on what you've turned over. So if I'm gonna lose the Minimod card, she's got to turn the Minimod card over in order for me to lose it. There, see? Now she's turned that over, and, she's won it. So even though I lost the game, I still won the red back because I turned it over. Now that we've lost the Minimod card, which is one of the cards required to get the other cards, I think this one gets the Kairos card later on. She will now move. Where's she going to move to? This region is getting boring. I'm going to head toward Galbadia. See, now that's not... We don't want her to do that. We wanted her to go towards Dollet. That means she's going towards Delling City. We don't want that, no. We wanted to go to Dollet to make it easier on us. And obviously, to get the cards we need. So that means I'm going to have to reset the game in order to get her to go to the location I'm going to need. So, so I'll sort this out off the camera. And when we get back into the next episode, we're gonna continue with the main story. So I'll just have to deal with this, off screen. So tune in for the next video, when we'll continue the game and head towards Timber to help this faction that we were acquired to by Sid, who's ordered us to go and help the Forest Owls. I think that's what they were called. Yeah. And hopefully this shouldn't take so long for me to sort out this fucking card quest. It does. It is a very frustrating side quest, but it's one you definitely want to do now, because it'll only come back to bite you in the ass if you do it, if you leave it till later. So with that, I'll see you soon.